So about 3, 4 days ago, Spider-Man for the PlayStation 4, which is also playable on the PlayStation 5, was released on PC. You can see it on the Steam store page. It's right there. And I think this is a great thing because this is another list of games from Sony that's now added to the PC, list of games. We got was it Days Gone, Horizon Zero Dawn, which I purchased that one about a year ago. I played through that, loved it. God of 2018's God of War, which I'm about to play that actually because I was playing the Final Fantasy VII remake on PC, which is now on Steam because it was only on Epic Game Store, but now it's on Steam. So I was playing through that and I really enjoyed it on PC. So now I'll be diving into God of War, but Spider-Man for the PC now, I'm probably going to end up getting this because I never got to play it. I mean, I've seen a lot of it on YouTube and all this, but like I never got a chance to really play that game. And here I'll be able to play it at its absolute best. So that's a good thing. And it made me think to myself, I'm like, what's going to be the next one that Sony puts out there? Like what is going to be the next one that Sony puts out on the Steam page? And I was kind of looking through some of the games that are on PS4 and then some games that are on PS5, which I hope a certain one gets onto Steam, but we'll talk about that in a second. So I actually wrote down a little list here. Yes, I wrote it down, but Sony still has a lot of games that they can put out on on PC. They've got a ton of games to work with from the PS4 and then going into the PS5. So let's start off with this one here, The Last Guardian. Now, The Last Guardian came out on the PS4, and it has such a weird history because that one was supposed to be on the PlayStation 3, but it kept getting delayed and pushed back, and it almost seemed like a joke, right? Whenever they would introduce this game, or not introduce, but like showcase this to everybody at certain points, certain conventions and all this, and we just looked at it and was like, yeah, that's cool. But yeah, it's never gonna come out. It's funny. We just get a laugh out of it, whatever. But it came out, and this is a perfect one to come out on PC because this would be amazing to have in that list of games. I never personally went through and beat this game fully. So I'd like to have another chance at running through this one again. So that's one. And then another one is the Shadow of the Colossus. They did a full, like, from the ground remake of Shadow of the Colossus. This was originally a PlayStation 2 game. And the only other time that it was ported to anything else was the PlayStation 3 with the Ico Shadow of the Colossus collection. And while it does look good there, this was a game that was from the ground up remade for the PlayStation 4. So this would be another one to add to the list, I think, personally. Another one is Ghost of Tsushima. This one, as we know, we saw like the upgrade of this game for the PlayStation 5. But yeah, that game, I would love to see that on PC because I never played that one. And I never even seen footage of it, like as far as like the story or anything. I've seen little gameplay bits here and there, but it always interests me, and I would love to see that on PC. Now, this next one here, there's a lot of people that love this game. There's a huge fan base for this, but the game I'm talking about is Bloodborne. Bloodborne, I did play through this a little bit, and while I suck at it, because I'm not very good at any of these like Souls-type games, I still enjoyed it. I like the art style of this game. The gameplay itself was cool. Some of the mechanics were a little different than the Dark Souls games or whatever, but like it was mostly, it was for the most part still similar to all the others. I still had fun with it, and again, I totally suck at these games, but I'm absolutely willing to drop money to have this on my list of games from Sony, or my list of games on Steam. So yeah, I would love to see it make a kind of a comeback in that sense to be on Steam, and I think it'll be just a better experience, visually and all that stuff. So yeah, Bloodborne I think needs to come out on on PC. Now, those are just some PS4 examples. I'm sure there's some other PS4 games that I missed that need to be on this platform as well. But there were some PlayStation 5 titles that I really hope make their way to Steam. But the thing is that like with the newest release of Horizon Forbidden West, I doubt we're gonna see that anytime soon because that just released early on in the year, I believe. And then pretty soon we're gonna be getting the new God of War Ragnarok. So we're not gonna get those games on Steam anytime soon. They want to keep that exclusively to the PS5 for the time being. I would imagine that they will be on there at some point, but there are some other ones that I thought of, and I was like, well, let's bring these up, like Ratchet and Clank. I actually did like the presentation. The visual presentation of this game was very good, and just the gameplay itself looks like it's going to be a lot of fun. So, and it's been pretty well received from what I've heard. So, yeah, I would definitely like to see this game on Steam. The next one, and I'm surprised that this one hasn't already made the list, and that's Sackboy: A Big Adventure. Now, if you're not familiar with who Sackboy is, Sackboy was from the Little Big Planet series. You know, I played the original Little Big Planet on the PlayStation 3. It was kind of like a build your own levels and share them with everybody online, all this stuff, kind of like in the sense of like Mario Maker, how that game is. But yeah, this was one of the first ones, and I enjoyed it a lot. There was also like a single player mode to play, so that was pretty cool, and I would really love to see what this game is all about. I mean, I've heard nothing but good stuff about this one too, so this is a perfect one. I believe it's multiplayer. I think you can have like 2 or 4 players. I want to say it's probably just 2, but I'm not entirely sure about that. But it looks incredible. I would love to get the chance to play that game on PC as well. Now, this is the one that I really wanted to have show up on PC that I mentioned earlier, but Returnal. Returnal looks incredible. It looks like the gameplay looks amazing. The story looks good. The visuals in this game look just so good. Like the new DLC that's coming out for it. I don't know if it's released yet or not, but that was supposed to be a free add-on. So I don't know if that's out yet or if it already has come out, but just this game in general, I want to see it on PC. There was actually, about a month and a half ago or something like that, where there was some kind of indication that we might actually see this pop up on Steam. And if that's true, I really hope that's the case because I want this game so badly. It's just that I don't want to spend like $500 for the console and then buy this game. That's a lot of money to shovel out. I just want to get the game so I can play it on my PC, which I already have. So that's something I'm really hoping for. I really, really want this game to come out on PC. So when that happens, I will definitely be playing the crap out of that for sure. That's kind of my list of games that I'd love to see. I mean, I'm sure I missed 1 or 2 here and there, but you guys let me know which ones I may have missed. Spiderman now is on PC. It looks amazing. In fact, now it's only been, like I said, like 3-4 days since it released, and there's already a mod. Actually, I want to there's an article on it here. Let me bring it up real quick. This article comes from IGN's page, and it's just basically talking about mods with this game. Like you can play as Stan Lee. Like he'll just be web swinging from one to another, crawling on the windows and stuff, or crawling on the buildings and all that stuff. So I think that was pretty cool. There's a video on it here. It's actually right on YouTube. They put a link right here. But yeah, you can even see like Kingpin right here falling down. I'm pretty sure that's supposed to be Spider-Man right there, but yeah, it looks really cool. There's like other ones too, like Vulture and Mary Jane you can play as. I mean, there were segments where you can play as Mary Jane in the game originally, but now you can just be her all the time as Spider-Man. So yeah, we're going to be seeing a lot of different mods for sure. Like this is just the start. So that's another reason why I think it's so great to see this on PC. But yeah, I really do hope that we see more games from Sony. I really hope we see games from the PS4 library, as I mentioned, some games from the PS5 library. Like I said, not a lot of them are going to be coming out to the PC very soon. Like I said, especially with some of the new releases that just hit now, like with Horizon and then now the upcoming God of War. But I really do hope that we get some of these other ones. They deserve to have more of an audience. I mean, I'm sure a lot of people are aware of this, but even for some of the people that are not aware of it or just never had the console and never got to experience, maybe they were aware of it, whatever the case. So I would really love to see that, and this is a good way to do it, and I really hope that Sony's paying attention to the numbers. In fact, really quick, the numbers, speaking of which, it was right here. I clipped this here. So let me bring this over here 1 second. There we go. So let's bring that over here. This is also from IGN, where Spider-Man's release on Steam has reached an all-time peak of 66,436 players, according to Steam DB, and then God of War's PC debut saw an all-time peak of 73,529 players. So Spider-Man is number 2 as far as like the top Sony games on Steam right now, and I wouldn't be surprised if this gets pretty close, you know what I mean, to God of War, like side by side, maybe even surpassing it. I don't know, we'll see. But that's just something I wanted to throw out there as well. So I think that was pretty interesting to see that this game is already doing so well. It just proves that Sony's got a lot in the vault, in the Sony vault, if you will, to just bring over to the PC side. So I really hope that happens. But anyways, that's all I wanted to talk about with you guys today. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys on the next one.